The objective of controlling and trimming the mainsail is the same as any other sail, and that is to maintain the correct position of draft with the correct angle to the wind. The mainsail is more controllable than a Genoa, since the mast can bend, the boom has an outhaul, a kicking strap, a main sheet, and a traveller, and of course you can reef a mainsail. When going upwind, as with the Genoa, we need to balance pointing ability and speed from the sail. In flat water, we sheet in and use a flatter shape. In a seaway, we need more power from the shape of the sail. Okay, we're going to start today with setting up the mainsail, and the first control we're going to work with is the main halyard, and you need to take the top of the sail up to the black band on the mast. And for the second control we have the outhaul, and again you set the sail out to the black band. The next control is the vang, which we use to control the twist in the sail. That looks about right. Okay, now we have the final control, which is major control, which is the main sheet, which we use to set the sail to the wind. And right at the end we have two fine controls for adjusting the balance of the boat when we're sailing along. The first is the traveller, and secondly we have the Cunningham for the fine tuning of the shape of the sail. Okay, that goes through the prime controls. Now we'll settle down and set the mainsail up properly to get the boat to go as fast as possible. Move across here and have a good look at the sail and make sure everything's working right. And I see that there's a little bit too much weather helm. We just ease it down the track a little bit to let the helm ease off a bit and the boat speed accelerate. And then a little more main sheet. And we work through both of these two in order to gradually fine-tune the speed to be as fast as possible and the boat to go as high as possible. Just working at this traveller all the time. As soon as I see the boat speed drop, I use the traveller down. As the helmsman bear away and accelerate. The boat speed comes up, bring the traveller back up, let the helmsman point the boat as high as possible. We have some other controls on the mainsail which we can help create boat speed with the shape of the sail. We have the foot outhaul and the luff Cunningham. At the present moment, if we look at the shape of the sail, the flow is a little bit too far aft, and we need to take some Cunningham in order to be able to bring the flow a little further forward, and this will help us go fast. As I take on the Cunningham, I concentrate on the speed stripe in the middle of the sail to look at the way the flow moves as the Cunningham comes on. You can see that the flow has moved forward here, and we need now to take a little main sheet in order to get the shape of the sail to be correct. Alright, the top tail is stalled out here, so I just ease the traveller down until it starts to fly, and this should give us the maximum speed. Now the top tail is flying really well here. It just stalls and then flies again, just stalls and flies again. We've got the highest boat speed of the day so far. Okay, now we've set the main sheet, and we'll settle down to just trimming with the traveller to just fine-tune getting the maximum speed from the boat. As the helm builds up, we'll just ease the traveller down slightly. Boat's not accelerating, we'll ease it a little more. Let the helmsman bear away, develop a bit more speed. Now the speed's come up, we can just bring the traveller back up so that he can point as high as possible. Easing it out again so that he can accelerate. As the boat accelerates, we gradually pull it back in again to let the boat point as high as possible. And as I'm doing this, I'm watching the tailtails as well. I want this top tailtail to be just stalling and flying, stalling and flying. At the moment it's stalling a little too much, so I just ease the traveller again. I'm working in a combination of watching the helm, watching the boat speed and the tailtail to try and make the boat go as fast as possible. It's this constant fine-tuning that lets us keep an extra tenth or 2/10 on the boat speed here. In developing this sailing in the groove, it's important to understand that both sails in fact do work together and do interact with each other. And it's the working of the two sails together that enables the boat to sail faster and easier. If you over-trim the headsail, the boat will tend to bear away. If you over-trim the mainsail, the boat will tend to luff up. And therefore, balancing the two and setting them correctly will just enable the boat to sail more easily in a straight line. You will need to use less helm, therefore less drag, and the boat will go faster. Practicing to set the boat up in the groove, we've adjusted the sails and trimmed them and made the boat perform as best we can. But this time it's quite a good idea to make some notes of exactly what's happened. And to make this easy, it's good to have marks on the halyard, on the car position and the sheets, so that you can reproduce the conditions another time. For different conditions you'll have a different set of notes, and therefore you can go into a race and be sailing along and say, okay, we've already tried this, look up your notes and reset everything up to good boat speeds that you found before. Okay, we're going to bear away now and put up a spinnaker. Ease everything out. Ease the luff Cunningham. Let's ease the foot out haul, Chris, please. That's good.
Okay.
As you bear away onto a run, it's very important to release the tension in the backstay, to straighten the mast and to put the rig over the bow. This helps the shape of the sail and the balance of the boat when going downwind.